Yo, what's up, guys? Today, we're going to do Doki Doki Panic. This is a game that came out a few years ago. I remember when this game came out, I was like, seems interesting. I never played it, but I always wanted to, so let's start. I am a fan of anime. I've watched Naruto, Pokemon, but I never really played this. Oh, wait. So, let's get started. New game? What? Name. Okay. I'll just, how about we go with, how about, my main math. Oh, wait. No, actually. Yeah. There. Okay. Hey. Oh my god. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school we would oversleep more and more frequently and would get tired of waiting up. I never actually had a friend like that. Not really, actually. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I'm almost feel better off running away. Game Grumps reference right there. However, I just saw an idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Hey. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but not only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say it like that, you think about ignoring me. That's mean, my name. My man, Matthew. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me, after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say your. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, my man Matthew, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? Maybe I should do some voices. I told you already. I'm not only interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I just simply go along with whatever she's going on about. Sure, it looks worried a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting it by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Like me. I was talking about how I was worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. Man. This is like when you play, like, I know this is, okay, it is supposed to be a dating simulator slash visual novel, which is a good idea. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Well, at least promise me you'll try a little. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? That reminds me in Red Dead Redemption 2 with John Marston, where he was like, man, she can make me play like a fiddle. But just more than that, I'm surprised even that I let myself reply to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind in at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. That's like mine, where it's like, it takes a long time for, well, in my school. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Suri wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Sayori. Hello. Sayori. Sorry, I must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I was looking around and realized that I'm the only one left in this classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out in the classroom, but I saw that you were just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than I thought than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Okay? You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late or on your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yay! Yeah, there's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I ever aware of that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after a woman who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, I'm interested in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. Like that. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make me promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Suri's really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning that to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Nah. Fine, I'll stop for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today makes the day I told myself for a I sold myself for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third year at classes and activities. Sayori is full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Sayori, everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Shh. Sarah always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah. My man Matthew. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All the words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. It's not like all the anime porn games on Steam. Oh. If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think of she's probably at first year. She is also one of the who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori gets that quickly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest girl in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears apparently more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet the both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, my man, Matthew. Monica smiles sweetly. God. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, so having her smile at me so gently feels a little. You told Monica? Come sit down, my man Matthew. We made room at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry. I'll get a little excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Oh. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table and tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes according to the look of the little cat. Look like little kitty cats. The whiskers are drawn with eyes. Yuri grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks to her mouth full of and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. They're poison. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sinking and glances in any of my directions. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Probably filled with ricin. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. What? Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, you dummy. Alright. I give up Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before sitting down to the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Hey, don't let yourself get intimidated. You're just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might be a pastime for you, but at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to her in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So, what makes you serve the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me that I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here for Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy so. That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be the board of a member of any major club. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? For that got blown up. Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around a major club. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to make literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a great leader. Yuri is also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised that aren't more people in the club yet. Then it must be hard to... You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start on something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone. Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone instantly agrees. Such beautiful, different girls, all interested in the same goal. And other things. Monica must have worked really hard to just find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of new members joining. Yeah. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm and about literature. So, my man Matthew, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. That was me in 6th grade. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that's my change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, about you, Yuri. Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Mine, personally, being, well, Legend of Zelda and others. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story is such a foreign world is quite impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reversed and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Me too. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I just really grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have been conversing with a rock. Really, I couldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki started over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. Oh, give that back. Fine. Yeah, your cupcakes and your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Suri saddles up behind him and puts her hands over her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Yeah, well, I guess. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why do